Ne- Neverland. How do we get to Neverland? Called Wendy. Fly toward that star. Peter pointed at a star in the distance. Then we go straight ahead until morning, said Peter. After a while, Wendy noticed that they were flying over the sea. She saw an island below them. I can see mermaids, she said. I can see some wolves, said John. He sounded frightened. What is that boat? Asked Michael. He pointed at a big ship. A moment later, there was a loud boom. Watch out! Shouted Peter. A huge cannonball flew up into the air. It came from the pirate ship below. It almost hit the children. Down below on the ship, the pirate captain stroked his beard. Is that Peter Pan? He said to himself. I have been waiting a long time to fight him. He looked at his right arm. Instead of a hand, there was a large hook. His name was Captain Hook. He was a very cruel man. He had lost his hand in a battle with Peter Pan. Peter had fed it to a crocodile. Now the crocodile followed Captain Hook around. It wanted to eat the rest of him. So Captain Hook hated Peter. Captain Hook was not the only person watching the sky. The Lost Boys were in the forest. They had their bows and arrows ready. One of them was called Nibs. He saw something strange flying in the air. It looked like a big white bird. Really, it was Wendy wearing a night dress, but Nibs did not know that. Tinker Bell flew down. Peter wants you to shoot that big white bird, she said. It is called a Wendy bird. Tinker Bell was jealous. She thought that Peter liked Wendy more than her. Nibs raised his bow and shot an arrow at Wendy. Moments later, Wendy fell to the ground. The Lost Boys crowded around. They saw an arrow in her chest. Is it dead? Asked one of them. That is not a bird, said another. It looks like a girl. We should not have listened to Tinker Bell. Suddenly, they heard Peter's voice. "Hello, boys," said Peter as he landed. "I have brought you a mother." "I think I have killed her," said Nibs. Peter knelt by Wendy. "She is still alive," he said. "But why did you shoot her?" "Tinker Bell told me to do it," said Nibs. Peter was angry with Tinker Bell. "Go away," he said. "I never want to see you again." John and Michael dropped down out of the sky. "What happened?" they asked. Peter explained. "We will build her a house." The Lost Boys quickly built a house around Wendy. They built it from branches and moss. Wendy lived in the house and got better. She liked to visit the Lost Boys in their house. They lived underground beneath a big old tree. Wendy told them stories and looked after them. They all loved her, all except Tinker Bell. One day, Wendy and the boys went to a rock by the sea. They lay in the sun and fell asleep. It began to get dark. Wendy heard a strange sound. It sounded like the oars of a boat. They were splashing in the water. "Peter, wake up," said Wendy. "Pirates!" Peter jumped up. "We must hide." Everybody hid. They watched the boat as it came nearer. 2 pirates were in it, along with a girl called Tiger Lily. They had tied her up. They wanted to leave her on the rock. Just then Peter began to shout. His voice sounded like Captain Hook's. "Leave her alone," he called. "Set Tiger Lily free." The pirates thought that Captain Hook was speaking. They let Tiger Lily go. A few minutes later, the real Captain Hook came along. "Why did you let Tiger Lily go?" he yelled. "I told you to tie her up and to leave her on the rock. The sea will come and drown her." "But you told us to let her go," said one of the pirates. "No, I did not," roared Captain Hook. Peter watched the men arguing. He should have kept quiet, but he was proud of what he had done. He shouted, "It was me. I told them to let her go." Captain Hook rushed over to the rock. He attacked Peter with his hook and wounded him. He was about to kill Peter when he realized that the crocodile was coming. Captain Hook was terrified and rushed away. Peter had a lucky escape.